In the small town of Pine Hollow, Texas, stood Ridgeway Academy, a prestigious boarding school known for its excellent academic reputation. Well-maintained grounds, dedicated teachers, and rich history of excellence. Yet, beyond the glowing reviews and the perfectly manicured campus, there were whispers. Whispers about the old dormitory, a building that had seen generations of students come and go, yet still held the weight of something unnatural. There were rumors of strange occurrences. Rooms that were always too cold, eerie sounds in the hallways, and shadows that seemed to move in the corner of your eye. Most dismissed it as old superstitions, but every student knew something was off about Ridgeway Academy. One late evening, two best friends, Ryan and Henry, were sitting in their room, exchanging spooky tales they'd heard over the years. The wind howled outside, making the old building creak and groan. Henry, always the skeptic, brushed them off, calling them nonsense. Ryan, however, had a mischievous grin and said, "Let's settle this tonight. I know a game that'll reveal the truth." Curious but skeptical, Henry asked, "What kind of game?" Ryan explained, "It's called Charlie Charlie. Supposedly you can use it to talk to spirits. Some say it's dangerous, but hey, we'll see if there's anything to it." Though reluctant, Henry agreed. Ryan grabbed a sheet of paper and wrote yes and no in opposite corners, balancing a pencil on top. The setup looked simple, but the growing unease in the air wasn't. "Come on," Ryan urged. "Sit in the circle." Henry rolled his eyes but sat down. "Fine, let's get this over with." Ryan began by asking, "Charlie Charlie, are you here?" The pencil didn't move. Henry snorted. "See? Told you this is stupid." Ryan ignored him and repeated,
Charlie, Charlie, are you here?
Suddenly, the pencil trembled and slowly pointed to yes. Henry's smile disappeared, but he shook his head with a quiet chuckle. "Must have been the wind," he muttered, though the windows were shut tight, and the air felt unnervingly still. The temperature in the room seemed to drop slightly. Ryan smirked. "Ask something, then." Henry leaned forward, his voice a little quieter now. "Charlie, have you ever scared anyone?" The pencil wobbled and pointed to yes. Henry's doubt started to fade. The room felt colder, and the shadows in the corners grew darker. They took turns asking questions. Each answer left Henry more unsettled, though he tried to hide it. Finally, it was Henry's turn again. Frustrated, he asked,
Charlie, are you just a dumb trick of this pencil?
For a moment, the pencil didn't move. Henry laughed, standing up. "See? Told you this was." Before he could finish, the pencil spun violently, pointing to yes with a sharp motion. The lights in the room flickered. The air grew thick with an unnatural chill. A low, whispering sound seemed to come from the walls. Ryan's heart pounded in his chest. "Okay, that's creepy," Henry admitted, sitting back down quickly. The temperature in the room seemed to drop further, and the flickering lights became erratic. Suddenly, the room plunged into total darkness. The stillness was suffocating. "Ryan," Henry called out nervously.
I am here.
Ryan whispered, his voice trembling. In the pitch black, two glowing red eyes appeared in the corner of the room, just barely visible. At first, they seemed distant, like the reflection of a streetlight in a window, but they grew brighter, closer. The air felt heavy, and Ryan's breathing stopped for a moment. A deep, scary growl echoed around them. Henry stopped moving, his body frozen, as if something invisible was pushing down on him. Ryan hurried to turn on a flashlight, his hands trembling. When the light fell on Henry, Ryan froze in shock. Henry's face was pale and bluish, his eyes rolled back, showing only white. He was grabbing at his throat as if he couldn't breathe, making strange, choking noises.
Henry!
Ryan shouted, shaking him desperately. The noise caught the attention of a teacher walking nearby. The teacher ran into the room and saw Ryan panicking while Henry lay unconscious on the floor. The staff quickly took Henry to the hospital. Henry woke up in the hospital with no memory of what happened. Ryan, still scared, promised never to play such games again. But that night, as he lay in bed, he heard eerie whispers softly calling his name. He turned his head quickly, but there was nothing there. The shadows in the corners of the room seemed deeper now. The silence felt like it was waiting. At midnight, Ryan saw something strange. Henry's reflection in the window had a twisted grin, but his real face was blank. Henry was different now, and so was Ryan. Thank you for watching. If this story left you on the edge of your seat, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends who love a good scare. Stay tuned for the next horror-filled adventure.